Hey, hey, hello everybody. Come on in and say hi. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, hello. Alright, I'm going to pull the live up here. Hi, how are you? Alright. Hello, hello. Hi everybody, how are you tonight? Welcome from Indiana. Thank you so much for joining. Hi Marcia, Lee, Millie, Tabitha, Donna. Hi Lillian. Alright, so we got it shared. Alright. I think I got all that taken care of. Everybody doing good tonight? Hi Mom. Welcome Minnie. Thank you so much for joining us. From California. What part of California? I'm just trying to get my thing to stand up over here so it doesn't knock the camera over. I hate this new thing that Facebook has where you have to have everything vertical to see. Alright, so how's everybody doing tonight? Doing good? Bring this down just a tad here. Alright, so let me show you what I'm doing. This is the sign I'm using. It says Happy Birthday Jesus. It is in gold. I'll bring it up a little bit closer. I know there's a little bit of a glare. So the sign is from Personally Yours. So I'm using that tonight. I've also got these little gold ornaments, which this one's a nativity scene. And then this one is, I've got 2 stars. So we'll be using those. Hello. Hi, Sue. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing, too. I appreciate that. Sacramento, Northern California. I'm from Southern California originally. Hi, Betty from Georgia. All right. So I've got a couple bows here. I don't usually put 2 bows on a wreath, but why not, right? I couldn't decide, so I have 2. I'm going to be using this gold 21-inch mesh, and I'm going to do poofs. So I got this at Hobby Lobby because I didn't have any gold mesh left. I've done a couple of gold wreaths so far this year, and they've all sold. So gold seems to be the hot wreath for me this year. So I thought, why not do another one? Plus the sign is gold, so. If you can't see the comments, go out of the live, turn your device vertical, and then come back in. If you're watching it on a phone or a tablet, you have to be in the vertical position in order to watch it and see comments. If you're already in the vertical position, swipe left, and the comments should show up. If you're on a computer, then I'm not sure why you're not seeing comments. You should be. But that's the only information I have. You're getting comments, but no picture. Yeah, go out and come back in, Sue. Hey, Sin. All right, so then I have some gold 10-inch that I'm going to do ruffles. Just to kind of fill it in because this is a Hobby Lobby mesh, and it's kind of thin. So I want to make sure that I get all the frame covered. So we're going to use that. And then I've got my gold sparkly ribbons. So we're using a sheer with snowflakes, gold snowflakes. And the sign actually has little stars in it all around the gold. And the other ribbon I have, I'll get that one in just a second, has little gold stars on it as well. So that goes with that. And then this ribbon is it's got a bunch of words on it. And it says Son of God, Lamb of God, Prince of Peace. It says Shepherd, Holy One, Savior, Bread of Life. So it's got a whole bunch of sayings on it. And then we've got the gold and cream stripe. Everything's got glitter. Hi everybody. Thank you all for joining me tonight. If you wouldn't mind hitting that share button down there and letting all your friends know we're on tonight, maybe they'll come and watch. And then, like I said, we've got the gold. It's got the medallion with all the stars and the glitter. And so hopefully those are all going to look good. I'm sure they will. Hey, Lamont, how you feeling? So we've got that. And then I've got a bunch of other little goodies here. Like I said, I've got 2 bows. I've got some little balls here. I've also got some gold and cream colored picks. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll use them, but I've got them just in case. So I'm going to move all this out of the way, and then I'll get started on the poofs. I've got my frame here that I did my gold tinsel ties on. I'm going to put the camera down so y'all can see my work area instead of me. There you go. Hopefully y'all can see good. Hello. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Alright, so we've got the 18 ties, tinsel ties. There are 10 on the bottom, 8 on the top. I spaced mine out about 4 inches a piece, 4.5 inches a piece. Thank you, Levon. And I start my poofs at the top. Hey, Nate. How are you, baby? Thank you, Joy. Thank you all for blessing my page. I appreciate that very much. All right, so I'm just going to gather up my mesh. And this is a nice mesh, but it's just kind of thin. It's not as thin as most of their mesh is, but it's thin. So I want to start where I have 2 ties close together, because when I start on the top, I want to pull it down here to the bottom. Thank you. I appreciate that, Robin. Thank you. Hi, Kathleen. So I'm going to put this on the top tie, and I'm going to tie this in. And give it a little couple twists. I do 3. And then I'm zip tying this loose end down, because if something were to happen and that tie come off, I don't want this to come off the frame. So it just kind of helps to hold it all together. Yes. Thank you. And I was going to pin a comment tonight. Let me see if I can do that really quick. Oh, I don't think I turned my sound off. Hang on. There it goes. Okay. All right, I put a link in there to our group, just in case anybody wants that information tonight. And I will tell you more about our group here in just a few minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what did you pin? Oh, I'm sorry, Sue. Alright, so I'm doing 12-inch poofs. That's just what I like. You could do any size you want. The typical poof size is about 10 inches. I just like it to be a little bit poofier. I'm sorry, Cindy. What did you pin? I don't need to see this over here out of the corner of my eye. I can see myself and I don't want to see it. So how's everybody doing? How's your week going? Anybody got any exciting news? Anybody got anything exciting going on? Everybody ready for Thanksgiving? I just went and did my shopping today, so I got my turkey in the fridge. It'll be ready. I didn't get a very big one this year, but there'll still be plenty left over. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I still haven't figured out the pin thing because it didn't come up on mine, but yeah, as long as you got it figured out, that's good. Thank you for sharing, I appreciate that. So anybody going away for Thanksgiving? Hi, Candy. Okay, Sue. Alright, so I am done at the top. I'm back where I started. So I'm going to go back into this tie where I started. Hey, Sunny, how are you? Hey, Michelle. How you doing? I'm great. Alright, so I'm going to pull this straight down in front of this tie that is right underneath where I started. I'm going to zip tie it to the frame. And I do that just because I like it to have a nice straight transition. Hey Susie, how are you? Hello, hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. So glad you're all here. Has anybody started their Christmas decorating? I know a lot of people have started early this year because of the late holiday. I want to do mine this weekend. Get it up and done. I have to go through some of my Christmas stuff, and we're going to change our lights this year. We still have icicle lights that we use, but I think we're going to change them back to regular colored lights. We've had icicle lights for many, many, many years now. So looking for something different. And then I want to downsize some of my Christmas stuff. I have a ton of Christmas stuff. And it just gets harder and harder every year to put all of it out. So I'm going to keep the important stuff and I'm going to pass some on to the kids. And so my post about chocolate, I'll have to go back and look and see what I posted. Sometimes I don't remember what I post. Hey Lee, how are you? Did you see which sign I was using tonight? Miss Lee is the one who does all those beautiful signs that I use. Oh, yeah, I have to have my tree. Even when I don't feel like doing it, I do it. I just gotta have that tree. But then I'm big on Christmas. I love decorating. It just gets harder and harder every year though. And I've accumulated so much stuff that I really don't have the space for it all anymore. So it's time to pass it on to the kids. Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember now, Candy. You're in trouble. I'm in trouble. I think I just took a couple more minutes off my life last night. Thank you, Lee. Yeah, we've been doing icicle lights for a really long time now, so probably since they first came out. So my husband really likes the colored lights. I like white lights, but we've done the white lights long enough. So I think now we're gonna do the color. Oh, thank you. So whatever the kids don't want, I guess I'll just donate. They're not as big with the Christmas decorations as I am, so they probably won't want much of it. My son will probably want more than my daughter will. She doesn't like accumulating stuff. But I don't know, she went a little crazy when she found all the Halloween stuff that I had that last year or the year before, and I gave all the kids. Hey Josh, how are you, hon? Yeah, exactly, Candy. I think I've died a couple of times if that's the case. Yeah, white and blue is pretty. I have a really large Christmas village that we didn't put up the last 2 years here at this house because the space that we had created for it at the house we had in New York was just, we had a huge room that we could put it in. And here I just don't have the space for the amount of village we grew up there. So, well, there goes my bow maker. Guess it didn't like where I put it. Alright, get that out of the way before I break it. Hey Roxanne, how are you? Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. Oh, that's all right. Tell her it's okay. Yeah, our weather's going to be a little bit better this weekend, although we are going to have rain on Saturday. So hopefully we can get some of it started and done. We've had some really cold weather this year, unseasonably. All right, so I finished the bottom. I just cut off the excess, and I'm going to pull this through. Yeah, I like your candy cane theme, Cindy. She has a colonial style house, front of her house, and it looks really cute with the red and white candy cane striped lights going around the columns and that. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. This is a gold. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me what one this one is. What color mesh would you use with the silver and white angel? Well, for me, I do more matchy-matchy. So I would try to find like a silver and white, but if I didn't have it, what other colors do you have? You could do a neutral and then use silver and white accent mesh. Or do a white base with the silver. White bases are hard. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of them because they don't really cover the way I like. I do have done some, but yeah, baby blue, that would be nice. Even a navy blue looks good with silver and white. Alright, so I'm going to go and just kind of fluff out some of my poofs here since I didn't do it as I was going around. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain here too, Roxanne. Yeah, I might have some stuff for you, Cindy. Because we're going to go through all of that as we put it out this year. And I think I'm going to get rid of a lot of my stuffed standing guys that I have. I'd have to see it to know that, but I think a navy background with silver and white would look really pretty. So I'm just fluffing out my poofs here, and then I'll give everybody a recap that's just joined so you can see the sign and everything I'm using. This gold mesh came from Hobby Lobby. I was out of gold, so I happened to be there yesterday and saw they had some in finally. They didn't have any the last time I was there. So luckily they had it yesterday, and I thought, okay, well, I got to get that wreath done. So, and it's not as thin as I thought it would be, and it's not as thick as the mesh I would normally get from like Craft Outlet, but it's not as thin either. A dark blue, yeah, with dark blue and silver always look good together. Yeah, they are Hanukkah colors. So if you all are not familiar, I have a design group with 7 other ladies that is a paid group. It's $20, well, $19.95 a month. You get 8 designers from different areas of expertise, I guess you could say. From wreaths to t-shirts to bows, furniture restoration, signs. There's a whole variety of things that we do. It's called Team of Dreams Design Group. The link is pinned there at the comments. If anyone's interested, follow that link and check us out. The other 7 ladies who are in the group with me are Carla from the One Stop Boutique, Robin from Robin's Wreathery. We have Lavon Bell from Forever Dreams of You by Lavon. Trending Designs by Sandy. We've got Rita's Wreath Barn. So some of these people you probably follow already. Alright, so there we go with the base. And then we've got Tequila with Unbreathable. And who did I leave off? I know I forgot somebody. Who did I forget? Alright, for those of you who just joined, here's my sign. Whoops, forgot my camera's lowered. So it says, Happy Birthday, Jesus. We have baby Jesus laying there. It's got a gold trim with stars all around, and it's got like a little waffle pattern. The white, it's real light. You can't barely see it. So that's our sign. That came from Personally Yours. We've also got some little ornaments that we can add to it. I've got some gold stars, and I also have a nativity scene that I'm going to add. I have some bows. Couldn't decide which one I wanted, so we might use both. We'll see how that goes. And then I've got the gold base, which I did 12-inch poofs. Move this out of the way now. I don't need that anymore. And then I've got some 10-inch gold that I also got at Hobby Lobby. It's a little bit darker. It's got more metallic in it. And I'm going to do ruffles with these. And we're just going to put ruffles in every tie and fill that in. If I can get my fingers to work here. And this is really thin too, so I'm going to fold the end over. And I'm just going to ruffle it up the center. And tuck that other end in. And this is just going to add a little more of that metallic mesh. And then I want to spread it out and make it look like a little flower. And that's how I do my ruffles. And like I said, I'm going to do this in every tie. I don't know why I'm still over here. I can see myself in the corner of my eye. Yes, Josh, I'm making mac and cheese. I bought everything today. I hope you guys don't fill up at lunch. So if any of you are looking to join a design group, like I said, check out our group. It's called Team of Dreams Design Group. It's pinned in the comments. 8 designers, twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. We do our lives on what's called Zoom. It's a video conferencing. So you don't have to sit there and type your questions. You can see us, we can see you, talk to us in real time, ask questions while we design. Like I said, there's 8 of us. We rotate every live, so you get a different designer twice a week. Monday night, Carla did bows for us. She is the bow queen, and she was making bows for a customer. Making lots and lots of bows because she wants to fill her tree with bows. So she was doing all different styles of bows for us. On Friday night, I was the designer last Friday night, and I posted a picture of it before I went live. I did a Christmas picture frame or window frame. It's called a window frame. And I did it in burgundy and gold. Like I said, gold's been hot this year. Hey Sherry, how are you? Nope, you're not late. Not late at all. We're still here. I've done poofs with 10-inch mesh, but not on a regular wreath. I've done them on like a rail. I have a wooden sticks that I use for rails, and I've done them on evergreens, like a teardrop, but not on a regular wreath. To me, that's just not, the poofs aren't big enough. I cut my ruffles at 20 inches. I'm sorry. I had one roll, so you can get 18 pieces at 20 inches. Which is how many ties I have. Well, I'm glad you made it, Deborah. Thank you so much for watching. I did see your new granddaughter. Everybody congratulate Sherry. She has a brand new granddaughter. She just posted pictures today. She's beautiful. Tell everybody what her name is, Sherry. Love them grandbabies. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Hey, Kathy, how are you? Yes, brand new baby girl. We have one coming in January, but it's a little boy. How many does that make for you, Sherry? Sherry and I went to high school together. Hey, Mary. Yes, right in time for the holidays. She'll be a Thanksgiving baby. Better than being a Christmas baby. They always get the short end of the stick. I have a granddaughter whose birthday is 2 days after Christmas. And we always try to make sure that she has a separate celebration for her birthday. Five girls. Oh, five. 4 girls and 1 boy. Well, you're catching up. Hello, Virginia. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate that. And if y'all wouldn't mind sharing, I'd love it. Would love, love, love it. Tell your friends to come and watch. And if any of you are on YouTube and haven't subscribed to my channel yet, that's where I put all my videos. So you can go all the way back to last October when I first started doing lives and see all my videos there. I'm trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm at like 813 right now, so we're almost there. Just got to get a couple more. Just a few, like 200. I'll show you a sign real quick here, just 1 second. I am doing a, obviously Christmas wreath, but this one is the sign says Happy Birthday Jesus. And it's this sign right here. I'll get a little closer. I know the closer I get, the darker it seems to get, but. And the sign came from Personally Yours. She has a Facebook and an Etsy store. And I get a lot of my signs from her. I have been buying signs from her since I first started, so. She makes beautiful signs. She puts out a new sign every day. And for that one day, that new sign, she gives you 20% off. So check out her page. She's got some really, really pretty signs. She's very, very busy. And I don't get anything for saying that or sending you there. I just like her signs. You bought the snowman sign from her? Oh, good. The ruffles are cut at 20 inches, Deborah. For one roll, you can get 18 pieces at 20 inches. The sign shop is Personal Lee, Lee, Yours, Yours. Personally Yours. I can put her link in the comments too. If I can find my live. Okay. Yes, I did 12-inch poofs with 21-inch mesh. And now I'm putting in 20-inch ruffles. And they're both gold. It's just two different tones of gold. And the ruffle one has got a little bit more metallic in it than the poof, the base mesh that I used. But I'm just doing this to fill in. I don't want to see the frame. I don't want any bare spots. And the mesh is a little thin. And it gives it some sparkle. Oh, why do computers have to be so slow? Hey Barbara, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Are y'all getting ready for Christmas? Anybody start their shopping? I started mine last week. I'm halfway done. Just waiting on my son, hint, hint, and his family to give me their list. And everything I ordered last week has already come except for one thing. And then I have to work on my mom and my husband because I haven't gotten anything from them yet. And my family in California, they get movie gift cards. They like that. So every year I send everybody a gift card, and they usually will go, they used to go like Christmas Day after dinner. They would go to the movies as a family. My sisters and my nieces and nephews. So I don't know if they still go Christmas night, but they usually all try to go together, so I send them all movie gift cards. So they always know what they're getting. Hey, Susan. Yeah, halfway finished. I thought I would be done. I used to start really early and get my shopping started, but it gets later and later every year. Which this year is probably earlier than last year, that's for sure. Hi, Shelly. How are you? If you're just joining us, I'd appreciate it if you would spread the love for my page, share it with your friends. Tell them to come and watch. We have lots of fun, lots of conversation. Drinks are on the house. My daughter Cindy is our bartender and the woman behind the Wreath Decor by Dawn comments that you see tonight. We usually have my grandson in here too. He is referred to as the president of the fan club. He has been to every one of Grandma's lives. He's the one that got me to do the lives. So we give him kudos every week. Because if he hadn't gotten me to talk me into doing the lives, I wouldn't have been able to meet all of you. Thank you, I appreciate that. And I wouldn't have been able to meet my fellow group members from all the groups that I belong to. Kathy, you need one. I saw your post earlier today, and I wouldn't have held my tongue as nicely as you did. Unfortunately, I've had that happen to me a couple of times too. So what is everybody's favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner? What's your favorite side dish, or do you have a favorite tradition that you do? Tell me what y'all do. I personally don't like turkey, but I eat it once a year. Sometimes twice a year because leftovers, but I have to turn it into something other than just turkey. I don't like the turkey sandwiches and all that everybody else likes. Now, give me a ham for Christmas, and we're good. Yeah, the food, that's probably the best part. Food and family. I love having them all around my table. I have a big table just for that reason. Of course, I didn't know my kids were going to give me so many grandkids. I need to buy a couple additional chairs, but that was always my dream, was to fill our table with kids and grandkids. Yes, green bean casserole. Thank you, Sherry. It gets such a bad rap. Tamales. Oh, don't say that. My husband will see that comment. He misses tamales. Hey, Carla. How are you? How you feeling? Carla and Susan are both part of the design group that we have. And Lavon, who I'm sure is here but is hiding in the background somewhere. She stays very quiet. I don't know why. Alright, so there's our ruffles. So there we go. Stuffing balls. I have 2 kids, a son and a daughter. My daughter lives in South Carolina. My son lives here in North Carolina near us. And then I have 7 grandchildren and 1 on the way. So we will soon have 8. And then I have my mom that lives with us. And then my husband and myself. And then my sisters they're all out in California with their kids. Alright, so there's Lavon. I told you she was lurking in the background. Alright, so we have this sheer that's got the gold snowflakes, gold glittered snowflakes. We've got this one here with all the wording on it. And it's got things like Son of God, Bread of Life, Shepherds, the Holy One, Prince of Peace, and Lamb of God. I think that's all of them. And then we have some more glitter with the off-white or cream and gold stripe. And then we have this one that's got the little star medallions, which the sign has got little stars going all around the gold. There's our sign. What was that? Hang on. Did I miss something? Who's mad? What happened? Did I miss something, Susan? Something happened? Alright, so I got those. Let me get going here. So I'm going to put the medallion and the stripe together. I'll have to see what's going on. So my ribbons are cut at 14 inches. That's the size I like. Most people, the standard size they do is 12. I just happen to like the 14 inch. So you can do anywhere from 12 to 14. Yes, I love the sign. It came from Personally Yours. So I'm going to start on the bottom. And I try to point mine down out. Some people like to do the little crisscross thing. I like mine to be out. I don't know. I thought somebody said something happened. I'll have to go back and look. I don't know. Cindy will check for me, I'm sure. Oh, hello, Sonia. How are you? Hey, Maggie. Susan, I don't think you did anything wrong, hun. I think it's something else. We'll figure it out. No, I'm using a Pam, I'm using a 14-inch frame right now. That's all I use normally. All of my frames are the ones that you can get at the dollar store. And I put my own ties on them. The only thing I'll tell you is when you buy your frames from the dollar store, make sure you check them all before you leave the store. I always go around the whole ring and make sure that all the rings on the bar or on the wreath are welded down and not loose. Some of them will be loose, and I hate getting home and finding that out. And I ordered a case one time, and half of the case, they were all messed up, and they gave me a hard time about it. But eventually they ended up giving me my money back. But just always check your frames if you buy them from the dollar store, because it does happen. But yeah, my ribbons are cut at 14 inches. But yes, this is 21-inch mesh that I used on here, and I do 12-inch poofs. The ribbons, let me see here. I'll have to see which ones came from where, because they came from like 3 or 4 different stores. The sheer cream and gold, this one here, and this one came from Hobby Lobby. They still have them, so if you want them, get them now, because their Christmas stuff will be gone soon. This one came from Old Time Pottery. Yeah, I won't buy them by the case anymore because of that. And they give me a hard time with it. So now I just go to the store and I spend my time going around the whole ring making sure that they're all good. And then this one came from a place online called TMI Gifts. They're out of Golden, Mississippi. And I've ordered from them several times. They don't have a huge selection, but they do have some. And every once in a while, they'll have some really good prices and sales. But yeah, I always use a 14-inch frame. That's what I'm comfortable with. When I first started doing the wreaths, there was a shortage on work frames. So they were really hard for me to get at the time. So I learned from watching someone online make my own frames, and that's just how I prefer to do it now. Yeah, I always check them. 21-inch mesh, cut 12-inch pieces. No, I wouldn't cut 21-inch mesh. I would never cut 21-inch mesh, only because it will fray terribly. I mean, mesh frays as it is pretty, quite a bit. But, Yeah, I would never cut it. I would just do 12-inch poofs, but not, yeah, I wouldn't cut them in pieces. And if anyone is interested, I do have a design group with 7 other ladies that we teach you all of those things and more. If you're interested in that, it is at the pinned comment there is the link. We do classes twice a week, Monday and Friday, usually 8 p.m. Eastern. And all of our classes are done through video conferencing. So you don't have to sit here and type questions like you're doing right now. You can actually talk to me live. And I can talk and see you if you choose. You don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to, but I mean, why wouldn't we want to see each other, right? Yeah, if you want, you can go back and watch the replay. It'll be on my page. But I did 12-inch poofs with 21-inch mesh, gold mesh. And I put 10-inch mesh. I made ruffles, 20 inches long. And now I'm putting on the ribbons, which are cut at 14 inches. Oh, thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. The group is $19.95 a month. You can stop at any time. You can, it's month by month. You have, like I said, you have 8 designers, so we rotate every week. So I did last Friday night. I did the window pane that I posted on my page today. I did that in our group, and then Monday, Carla did bows. Today, Robin went on and showed some behind the scenes stuff, like prepping for her live. So just kind of stuff like that. And then we did, let's see, Carla made some gnomes. I'm sorry, not Carla. Robin made some gnomes and I bought them from her, and then I put them on a wreath. So she showed how to make the gnomes, and I showed how to put the wreath together. No, it's $19.95 for the group. And you get 8 of us twice a week. And the other girls are Carla from the One Stop Boutique, Robin from Robin's Wreathery, Rita from Rita's Wreath Barn. Then you've got Tequila from Unbereathable. You've got Sandy from Trending Designs by Sandy. She does chalk painting. Then we've got Lavon from Forever Dreams of You by Lavon, and she does wreaths as well as furniture restoration and chalk painting. And myself, Wreath Decor by Dawn. And it is posted. I made gnomes. Sorry. I was giving you credit for Robin's gnomes, Carla. But it's in the pinned comments if you'd like to come and check it out. You do get access to all the videos that we've done. We record all of our lives, all of our classes, and they are posted for everybody to see. So if you start now, you can go back and see them all the ones from when we started. And like I said, you can give it a try. If it's not for you, you're always free to leave. It's month by month. So you're not signed in or locked in for any length of time. We would love to have you, though. Just follow the link and then click on Join the Group. It'll take you to the PayPal link. Once you go and pay, you'll go back to the group and you will answer the questions that it gives you. It just asks you a couple of questions like, did you pay? Did you, what email, stuff like that. So it's just 3 simple little questions. Answer those, and then we will get you set up. This one. We also have a message board so that we can talk to you when we're not doing the live. So if you ever have questions or need help with anything, you can always reach one of us. I mean, how great is it to have 8 people when you can't get a hold of one person? There's 7 other people sitting there waiting to help you out. I do usually use pipe cleaners. On this one, I'm using these tinsel ties that I picked up last year from Walmart. They came in rolls, and I had bought a whole mess of them, so I'm still using those. But yeah, typically I use pipe cleaners. And I space mine out about 4 to 4.5 inches, depending on, just depending on the day. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Now, some groups you pay that for one person, so here you're going to have 8. And the years of experience and the level of talent is just unbelievable. If you follow any of the other ladies that I mentioned, you can see the kind of work that they do. Joy is a member of our group. She's in here. And Lori from Hardworking Mom is in our group. And a couple other ladies. Susan, I forgot you. That's who I forgot. Susan from AC Inspired Wreaths. I am so sorry. I knew I forgot somebody. See, I gotta make a list of them all so I don't forget anybody. That's so bad when you forget somebody. She's gonna give me a sad face now. Yes, ma'am. Darlene, my base is 12-inch poofs with 21-inch mesh. And then I used 10-inch mesh and did ruffles that were cut at 20 inches. And I'm putting the ribbon tails on now, and they're cut at 14 inches. So many inches. No, it's not okay, Susan. I should know better by now. And this video will be up on my Facebook page afterwards if you want to go back and watch the replay. I always post them on my Facebook page and on my YouTube. So if you have YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I am at 813 tonight. So not too much further. Once I get to 1,000, I can use my phone to record my videos over there so I can do lives on YouTube as well. You can do them from a webcam, but I did it before, and for whatever reason I have issues with the webcam. So it's just easier. That's why I use my phone when I'm doing them on here. The ruffles, I do the curl side. I ruffle them and put them in with the curl down. I didn't do the woodland ruffle. I just did a regular ruffle. But if I were doing a woodland ruffle, I would do my curls up. That way you see the curls, more of the curl than you do the ruffle. But I just did a regular ruffle tonight. I'm telling you, gold wreaths have been very popular for me this year. I've made 3 of them, and all 3 of them have sold out before anything else. I know, it's terrible. Isn't that a terrible feeling when you forget them? Like, how can I forget these people? I talk to them almost every day. But I guess when you're doing this and you're trying to remember everything and everybody, it's hard. And then too, you're trying to remember their business pages as well. That's the hard part, is remembering everybody's page. I remember their names, I just can't remember the pages. See, this week, who's up this week? Is it Susan? Who's up on Friday night? Yes, it does. It has a really nice shimmer. It's got the metallic strips in it. So it's got that shimmer to it. And then the glitter and that in the ribbons. And all these ribbons are wired. I don't use any that aren't wired. They hold their shape and they usually go where you want them to go. So that's always best to use. Exactly. I agree, Roxanne. Well, I used to, when we first started the group, I kept a list over here. But as time has gone on, I feel like, well, I'll remember everybody. I don't need the list. Well, apparently I need the list. Because I'm not remembering. The sign came from Personally Yours. She's on Facebook and Etsy. It's personal, and then Lee, L-E-E, yours, Y-O-U-R-S. Welcome from Buffalo, New York. We lived in New York up until about 2 years ago for the 8 years. You're gonna have a giveaway? What are you gonna give? What are you doing a giveaway for, Carla? I'm sorry. Did I miss it? Susan says you should give her a pick machine. Good night, Robin. Thank you so much for watching. I think Susan should give me that rail she's giving away. I was going to post on her page that nobody else needed to enter it because I was going to win it, but I didn't think that was very nice, so I changed my mind. I just said I'm going to win it. Alright, so there's all of our ribbons. Oh, let me put you up here so you can see a little better. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to put the sign on. Oh, Debbie, can't wait to see you make your first one. All right, so the sign says, Happy Birthday, Jesus. This came from Personally Yours. I'll show you her, see if you can see her. She uses a clear one, but there's her little sticker. Yeah, exactly. I can still want it. Alright, so I've got some bows here. And I made 2 bows because I couldn't decide which one I wanted. So I thought, well, I can always use them both. So I was going to put... I'll put one up here in the corner. One down below. What do you think? I like that. And then I have these little star ornaments. Those came from Hobby Lobby. They're all glittered up and really pretty gold. And then I also have this little nativity scene that I was going to use. I had tried to find the little baby Jesus, but believe it or not, just finding the little baby is hard to do. And other than little tiny ornaments. I didn't want a little tiny ornament. I wanted something a little bit bigger. Alright, so I'm going to put both these on here. I am blinging that thing. Alright, so I don't know what I did here, but this has got to be cut. So I'm going to use my needle. If you don't have one of these and you make wreaths, you really need to get yourself one. This is a yarn needle. They also go by other names. I don't know what other ones they have, but this is a metal one. It's a yarn. I bought it over by the yarn at the craft store. I do use bow maker. I use the Easy Bow Maker right here. Well, if I can get it. This is what I use. I've had this for probably, gosh, 20 years, if she's even had them that long, I don't know. But I know I've had it for a really long time. And never used the doggone thing until I started making wreaths. And saw everybody else was using it, and I thought, hey, I have one of those. I had to go dig it out. Because when I first started, everybody was using the Pro Bow. So I bought a Pro Bow. Now everybody's using the Easy Bow. So I'm just going to cut these ties down a little bit right here that go under the bow. Just because I don't want them forcing the bow up any higher than it's going to be. Yeah, I really like this one. It's a lot easier on my hands. Carla wants to know what you all suggest she should give away for her 5,000 followers. She's going to do a giveaway for 5,000 followers. What would y'all like to see her give away? Alright, so I'm just going to go right in between my mesh here with my needle. And it pulls those wires right through. So I don't have any problem. A lot of people struggle with putting their bows on because of those wires getting stuck and caught in the mesh. If you use one of those needles, I'm telling you, it'll go right through like butter. Like butter. Smooth as can be. So if y'all have been watching, back in October, I hit my 2,000 likes and followers. And I did a giveaway. And it was a wreath kit. And I had a lot of fun putting that wreath kit together. And I think at the first of the year, I want to start doing wreath kits. So putting them together and selling the kits. What do y'all think? I do too. I know, I love the sound of it. A trip to Florida. My husband wants a trip to Florida, Carla. Can you do that? Hey, that reminds me, Carla, I need to talk to you about that California retreat. Because I heard you on the call the other day saying that you would like to go, and I would like to go, and you said you probably wouldn't go because you don't know anybody. My sister literally lives right down the street from where they're having that. If y'all haven't heard, they're having a wreath retreat in California, so if you're on the West Coast, they don't usually have a whole lot on the West Coast for people. So they're going to be having one in Temecula, California in March. It's called the California Crafters Convention. So if you go to California Crafters Convention, and California is abbreviated CALIF, craftersconvention.com, they'll have all the information. It's going to be at Pachanga Casino and Resort, and it's going to be in the middle of March. So I just happened to find out about it the other day, and like I said, we've been planning to make a trip out there because we have family. So I don't know, maybe. I think I missed some. Oh, thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. You know, I had a Bodabra and I took it back to the store. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't for me. Susan likes the Florida idea too. What's all that? What's for Debbie? Or you could watch me and my girls. No, the bow isn't loose. I mean, it's loose enough that it's not pulling down, but it's it's just, you know, snug enough that it'll stay in place and won't bounce around. I'm trying to get my wire around the frame here to hold it in place so the sign doesn't move. So when I do the sign, I want to make sure it's snug, but I don't want it to pull down into the mesh. I don't want it to flatten out my mesh. Yeah, that's what a lot of people use the Bodabra for, to hold their mesh. Or, yeah, their mesh. Or their curls. Oops, see, I pulled that too tight. I want it to go over here, and it wants to go that way. Let me pull this out again. It doesn't want to go where I want it to go. Oh, I'm sorry you lost the sound. I hope you got it back. Thank you, Sherry. There we go. Oh, I know, I get it. I watch them too. I'm in Lori's group. Actually, I'm in both of her groups. All right. One more side. Exactly. My fingers get stuck in between the rings of the frame. All right, one more to go. This is probably the worst part of doing a wreath, is getting all this stuff in here. But once you do, it looks good. Every day, yes, we learn every day. We should be learning every day. Think how boring it would be if we didn't. What's the saying? You learn something new every day? Susan can wear a big wig. She does have the shortest hair of all of us. Alright. Signs on there. Can't stand it when these metallic strips get loose. Alright, so I'm going to put one more bow up top here. Just because I already made it, and I don't plan on doing any more gold wreaths. So I might as well use it, right? And then we will put our stars on. See what happens when you pull it too tight? Watch, I'll show you. See how your ribbon or your bow is sitting up top? If you pull it too tight, see how it pulls it down in? Don't do that. Because it'll make your bow look funny. And like there's something wrong with the center of it. So you want it to sit right up on top. But you want to make sure it doesn't flop around either. Oh, yes, she is. She is extremely talented. Alright, so we're going to curl these under so that they're not covering up our sign. And I'll go back and fix all that so it's not covering up the sign. And I already put wires on my stars, so I just used a silver floral wire. Silver hides the best. I had gold, but it was too gold. It was not the right shade. It would have shown. And if I put the silver on here, you can't even see it. So I'm going to put the 2 stars, one down in this corner and then one in the upper right. Well, shoot. Pulled my needle out before I got my wire in. So I want that to lay right on top of my ribbons. Again, don't pull it too tight because it'll pull down your mesh and your ribbons, and we don't want to do that. We want it to sit right on top like it's floating there. Pull my ribbons out from underneath so you can see them. So there's one. And I'll put the other one right here. You don't have any sound, Debbie? I'm sorry. I know saying that doesn't help because you probably can't hear me if you have no sound, but is anyone else having problems? Type in and let Debbie know if anyone else is having any problems with sound. Alright, so this one's going to go right here. It's going to go right on top of the mesh. Yeah, I've done that before too. Forgotten to turn my sound up. Loud and clear, yep. So I think it might just be your device or your sound. Alright, so there's our other star. So we got both the stars on there. And I'm thinking, let's see what the nativity would look like. Because I really like the nativity. But I was thinking it could go over here. Bow down just a tad. There we go. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. So I want to thank you all so much for watching tonight. And again, check out our group if you're interested in joining a design group. 8 fabulous ladies. Twice a week. And like I said, we rotate, so you get a different designer twice a week, because you do 2 classes a week. And the link is pinned in the comments, so check it out. And give it a try. If you don't like it, you can always leave. We will not hold you hostage, I swear. But we would love to have you come and join us. Alright, it feels like my wire is hung up on something. So let me see if I can fix that. Oh. There it is. There it goes. The names for the ladies of the group? Or what the name of the group is? Brenda? I'll have to go back and fix these wires. I think I got them tangled up with the other ones. The name of the ladies who are in the group, like I said, there's 8 of us. You get Susan, who's in here, from AC Inspired Wreaths. You get Carla, she's also on here, from One Stop Boutique. Rita from Rita's Wreath Barn. Let's see, I said Susan, Carla, Rita, Robin from Robin's Wreathery. You get Tequila from Unbereathable. Sandy from Trending Designs by Sandy. She does chalk painting. There's also Levon from Forever Dreams of You by Levon. And then myself, Wreath Decor by Dawn. So there we go. Oops. Let me go the right way here because cameras are backwards. I know there's probably a little bit of a glare. My lighting isn't the best. I'm working on, hopefully for Christmas, I'll get some new lighting. I will have the pictures of this posted tomorrow. You did that on purpose, didn't you, Susan? Because I forgot you earlier. Here's another tip for you. You need a lint roller in your craft room. Or compressed air, but I don't want to spread it all over the room, so I use the lint roller. So I'm almost done with doing Christmas. Probably the end of the month I will be done with Christmas and moving on to probably Valentine's Day. I don't know. Might take a little bit of a break. We'll see. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. I will post pictures of it tomorrow and I'll have it listed. It should be a nice day tomorrow so I can get pictures on the door with some sunshine instead of cloudy and rain. So one more time, I'll hold it up for you. I don't know, can you see those ornaments and that in there? Yeah, there you go. I'll have to look at it on the door and see how I like the nativity on there. Or if I need to move it. Because it's a little bit more of a, it looks more grayish than it does gold on here. It's really dark, so I'll have to see if it works really well with it. Doesn't it though? Is what an online store? The group that we have or my store? My store is Wreath Decor by Dawn. And I am on Etsy. Gotta put my rings back on now. So I want to thank you all again for joining me tonight. I appreciate it more than you know. Thank you for spreading the love and for spreading my live. I appreciate that. And like I said, check out our group. If you need any more information, shoot me a message. Put a comment in here and I'll answer it for you. I go back and try to read all the comments again in case I missed something. If I already answered you, I might answer you again. So just know that it's because I'm going back and reading the comments and I can't remember if I answered the questions or not. So if there's anything you need to know, just put it in the comments and I'll get to it. And Dawn. I see how it is. I got a fray over here. So check out my Etsy store, Wreath Decor by Dawn. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. I would really like it if I could get to my 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 800 and something now, so hopefully it won't be too much longer. And then I'll be able to start doing my lives over there. I do post all of my videos over there, though. After once a week, I'll go and put it on there. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate it. Now you can hear me again, just in time for us to be done. I'm sorry, Debbie, you had so many problems with sound. But you can go back and rewatch. This live will be posted here on Facebook, and like I said, I'll put it up on YouTube Friday. So I will see you all again next week. We're here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for joining me, and come back next week. Have a great night, guys, and I will see you next week. Thank you.